video, we're gonna be attacking the back from the turtle position when our opponent is in like a super tight lockdown turtle. All right, so my opponent, super lockdown tight turtle. He's really pulling his elbows in. He's keeping his feet dead. His center of gravity is really low. He's making it next to impossible for me to get inside at all. He's making it hard for me to turn him. I just can't get anything. Generally, we'll find our partner in a position like this when they're either tired, they don't know what to do, or they're just being facetious. All right, so things that I want to think first. I'm going to be in this configuration again. Always keeping a lot of weight on his hips so that he doesn't have the opportunity to like bump his hips up and start making space and recovering his guard. So I've got all my weight, I'm pushing off my leg. The next thing I'm going to be looking to do is I'm going to be looking to create a lot of pressure on this side of his shoulder, right? The thing is I'm going to be trying to like pull him over onto this side and open him up. So if he's able to like stick this hand out and post at any point, he can stop that ability. Now, the beauty of this is if they do that, I'm gonna get my seatbelt and I can start to look to attack his back. But sometimes they don't do anything. Like I said before, there's just like super lockdown and they're just either tired or they just don't want to give anything up. Maybe they're up on points and time is running out on the clock and they're just looking to kill the situation altogether. So I've got my positioning. I'm going to be capping this and putting a lot of pressure on his shoulder to stop him from being able to base out. The next thing I'm going to be looking to do is slice my hand in, but not so deep that I start to like allow him the access to my elbow here. Okay? So he's tight, cap, and I chop my hand in, and then what I do is I kind of make it into a fist so that I can push on the inside of his knee. Okay? Once I've got this all set up, I'm gonna change my configuration, but I don't want to sit down to my hip yet. I like to stay up on my shin so that when I start to pull his, push his knee open and I start to pull him, I can start to like pivot on my knee and kind of drop him back here. Okay, once he drops back, I make my seatbelt, I tuck my elbow, and I get my hook in. Once I get my hook in, I can look to fall to my side, I get my other hook in, and I have his back. Let's turn it this way. So Logan's in this super tight turtle, everything's locked up. I have my first configuration happening here. I cap his shoulder. I chop my hand inside, keeping my elbow back and shallow. I start to push his knee open. I change my configuration and I stay up on my knee. I don't want to fall down to my hip at this point. I'm pushing on his shoulder as I start to like pull, and I'm kind of like stepping, like circling in a like a back stepping kind of motion here. Once he drops back, I get my seatbelt. Now my elbow's like kind of far and like in front of my knee, so I'm going to tighten that back into my hip. Now, once I've done that, now I can lean, right? And I can kind of start to stretch to open him up, and I can put my hook in. And of course, here now, we're definitely going to have to look to start to bring him to the other side so that I can get this foot free and bring my hook in. Okay, so we would end up here, and then I can always bring him back to the other side. Just face a little there. So I'm here, cap that shoulder, start to open him up here, change this configuration, and then like I said, this foot here now is going to be stepping back, right? As I pull him, I'm stepping back, right? Quickly get my seatbelt, tuck that elbow, I can lean, I get my hook, and I can start to bring him over to the other side to make space for my other hook, and now I have his back. So that's one way that I can open up a really locked down turtle in order to take the back.